Welcome back to another video. Today's review is focused on Netflix limited series entitled Keep Breathing. And the official synopsis of this TV show is: when a small plane crashes in the middle of the Canadian wilderness, a lone survivor must battle the elements and her personal demons to stay alive. And before I give out my review, please like the video, subscribe or comment, or just watch the video and keep going on with your day. The series stars Melissa Barrera as Liv, the main character of this TV show. I felt like Melissa Barrera gave out a pretty good performance with her character of Liv, as Liv is someone I could say she's stubborn in a way. She doesn't want anyone's help when it comes to different situations, but her childhood is pretty tragic and just traumatic in different ways. From her parents just always just arguing, her mom basically abandoning her as a kid, her father struggling. Like, it has basically affected her as an adult until now. She decides to take a trip and to visit someone. And long story short, when she tries to take the trip, all hell basically breaks loose when she's on the plane. And after this, she is basically forced out of her comfort zone to somehow stay alive for anybody to possibly help her out of this Canadian wilderness. Her performance throughout the 6 episodes were pretty good. Like, I definitely understand her character when it came to different flashbacks, why the way that she is and how it affected her a lot. But she still gave out a good performance. She had a lot to deal with, new experiences all around. When it came to all of the other actors' performances in here, they were all pretty good to me. I did not have any issues with it. I felt like the story was easy to understand. Like, it's just simple and straightforward, as it kind of felt similar to a few different movies that I've seen in the past, with how it all starts off with the person getting on the plane. Something awful happens on the plane. They get stranded on like a remote island or just like wilderness somewhere, and they try to just do everything that they can to like stay alive. And basically Liv's character, she had to basically experience new things, just try out new different things to stay alive, as everything was basically new to her when it came to surviving, with how to make fire, how to drink safe water, berries, like everything, how to protect herself against wilderness animals. Like, I felt like the story was easy to understand, easy to follow, and it was pretty good. I really did enjoy the wilderness. I really did enjoy the locations that was chosen for this TV show, as this was apparently filmed in Vancouver, British Columbia, and the wilderness, the nature, the waterfalls, all of it looked nice. All of it just felt interesting. And as well with just like the Northern Lantern lights in one of the episodes, like, the location was a huge part of this story, in my opinion, because sometimes Liv experienced some pretty horrible things. She experienced just a lot of just traumatic, just like memories because of the forest. And she almost became a t-shirt many different times as well, thanks to the location at hand with the forest. The cinematography, for the most part, it was pretty good. I didn't have any issues with it. It was just like a typical Netflix show. Like, the cinematography is always pretty good when it comes with just Netflix productions and everything else. Now, when it comes to some things I did not like about this show, I felt like there was a little bit way too many flashbacks in here. Now, some flashbacks throughout the 6 episodes were understandable. Like, I understand why they showed them, but I felt like not all of the flashbacks were really necessary. And I think it just took a little bit too much time away from Melissa Barrera's character's screen time before continuing to survive. Like, I felt like had they cut out just a tad bit of the flashbacks in here, then I would have liked this show a lot more. And that was probably my only complaint about this. And my thoughts on the ending is that I think that Liv definitely did survive by those 2 guys. And I think that time jump, that shot of her and Daniel with the baby, I think it was what happens in the future, But I think that was also just her imagination of what could possibly happen now that she's been saved and everything else. But I felt like Keep Breathing was an interesting TV show. The story was easy to follow. The lead actor gives out a good performance. And it's just a crazy, traumatic situation trying to stay alive and everything else. I would say my rating for this TV show, it would probably have to be maybe 3.5 stars out of 5. So thank you for watching, and until next time, see you later.